Actually, I'm going to change my player of the week. It's going to be Ace Bailey. That is my player of the week. You see what he's been doing for the last couple of games?
Stepping up.
This is the Ace Bailey that we needed.
Yeah,
This
no
is
one.
the Ace Bailey that we wanted since the beginning.
I told Mitch, watch, as soon as Ace Bailey has a couple good games in a row, hey, we should have drafted Ace Bailey, not VJ. The Philly flip-floppers will say it. No, the fit was right for VJ. The fit could be a good place for Ace Bailey to flourish out there, man. It really could.
It's all about confidence with him. That's really what it boils down to. He has all the talent. Seriously, he really does. And I saw that when he was in high school and Rutgers was recruiting him, and I'm like, oh my God, the kid has talent. And what we're seeing, he's getting used to the NBA, trying to fit in, and he's a great teammate. Seriously, he doesn't have a superstar attitude. He wants all his teammates to do well.
I remember that interview with him when he was getting drafted. They talked about being humble.
Yeah,
that's him. But yeah, you're seeing now he's playing with a certain level of aggression. I'm like, this is the Bailey that I know. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Try telling a player like that, you got to go out there and lose the game.
Yeah.
Give me a break. Now the organization might sit him, but you got a player like that finally flourishing, and immaturity is what kept him down at first. And if he grows out of his immaturity in one season, good for him. It doesn't take him 2 to 3 years. With some kids, it does take that long. If he can get out of that in 1 year, that Jazz team can do damage next year, depending on who they're going to get. Plus with Markkanen and Kessler and
Jaren Jackson Jr.
And with that's a team.
That's going to be the biggest lineup.
And they're all 6'10",
That's going to be the biggest lineup.
They'll have a team that's almost all 7-footers.
You made a great point. You said about his immature. I forgot he was 18 when he got drafted too. Yeah. So that matters also too. So it's like, 18 playing with grown ass men. We always say it. You're playing with grown men. It's a difference. So, and he's seen. Plus, don't forget all the traveling. And
it's different. They're not used to that shit. Well, some of them are because they started in that traveling teams and all that stuff.
Well, that's true.
Nowadays,
that's true.
Where they do a little bit more, but it's culture shock. It's got to be a culture shock for a kid to go to a professional from college. You got a lot to fall back on in college.
And
some of them still have.
He went from Georgia to Tri-State New York to Utah. That's also a culture shock too.
Yeah,
and that's one. You know what, Coach? And I always say this: when you get drafted, you swallow that pill and you go wherever they put you and prove you can make it there. If you're meant to be in LA or New York down the line, maybe you'll get in a big market. But everything happens for a reason. I'm a true believer in that. And I think that happened perfectly for Bailey to go out there, even though he was trying to pick who everyone's saying he was going to pick. I want to go to Washington. I want to go here. You got put there and now he's making something out of it. Kudos to him. I like him even more.
Yeah, he's going to help put Utah on the map next year if he keeps this up. If he keeps this up, a lot of a lot of fans are going to want to see him play. If he keeps this up and if he keeps under control.
He could end up being the man. I mean, Markkanen is the guy there, but it could end up being Bailey by next year. He could be the one carrying that team and everyone else are the role players. We'll see.
And then Jaren Jackson Jr., you got a defensive player of the year player there. Like, Utah's going to be scary next year.
Talk
you got
about
Utah,
being afraid.
Indiana going to be good next year.
Talk about being afraid to go in against Wemby or Jokic. Go in against the Utah Jazz. They're all 6'10" or higher. You can't worry about the top of the key. You got 6'9", 6'10" guards and shit. That's the future.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where we're heading. I mean, sooner or later, you're going to still have
Victor tried that. It didn't work.
They'll have these 6', 6'2" guys that are extraordinary, but you're going to see a lot more of these 6'8", 6'9", 6'10" super athletes that they're doing shit that a 6'10" dude shouldn't be doing.